Hello, Alabama friends. Now talking about Julian Lewis. The quarterback draft race is heating up for Auburn and Alabama, with both teams looking to fill a crucial hole in their lineups for the 2025 season. With the Tigers and Crimson Tide still without a firm commitment at the position, the competition is getting tougher. Intensifying. And what will that be like? You can comment at the end of the video. I want to see your entry too. Auburn is making a strong move toward top recruit and rivals quarterback Julian "Juju" Lewis of Carrollton High School in Georgia. While other schools such as Georgia, Alabama and Colorado are also in the running for Lewis, the list is shrinking. Colorado is an unknown, especially since Deion Sanders took over as head coach of the Buffaloes. With Sanders' future in Boulder uncertain following the departure of his son, Shedeur Sanders, from the program, Lewis recruitment could be a battle between Auburn and Southern California. For Auburn, geographic proximity and history of offensive production under Hugh Freeze's leadership could be deciding factors in trying to land Lewis. Additionally, both programs have considerable NIL resources to offer, adding an extra element to the competition. Meanwhile, Alabama no longer appears to be a true contender for Lewis' commitment, but should be especially wary of his decision. Lewis is an exceptional talent who could bring a new dynamic to the Crimson Tide offense. While other options are in play such as Deuce Knight and Bryce Baker, it is crucial that Alabama keeps an eye on Lewis given his playmaking ability and potential to elevate the team's level. For both Auburn and Alabama, quarterback recruiting remains a question mark, with Lewis, Knight and Baker among the top targets. Fans will have to wait with bated breath to see where these talented prospects sign their letters of intent. And keeps going. It's always an emotional roller coaster in the world of college recruiting, and for the University of Alabama, this week is no exception. With a roster full of talent waiting to make their decisions, eyes are fixed on what the future holds for the Crimson Tide. Expectations are buzzing, and no wonder. With visitors on campus this past weekend and imminent decision announcements from some players, the atmosphere is electric. The behind-the-scenes conversations continue to heat up, with Alabama firmly on the radar for several high-caliber defensive targets. Among the most coveted destinations for elite prospects, Alabama remains a top pick. Its tradition of excellence and success in player development continues to attract talented athletes from all corners of the country. And it's not just the team's reputation that impresses them, but also the hospitality and welcoming atmosphere found in the city and on campus. The most recent visitor, Edward Woods, was full of praise as he expressed his delight with everything Alabama has to offer. His official visit to campus left a lasting impression, fueling speculation about a possible change in his decision. Meanwhile, Khalil Jacobs' transfer portal saga adds yet another layer of drama to the developing narrative. With visits scheduled in Auburn, Missouri, and a crucial stop in Alabama, Jacobs is teetering on the balance, leaning in a new direction as he weighs his options. Meanwhile, the battle for Justin Hill and Dawson Merritt continues to heat up. With Hill setting a commitment date and Merritt seemingly nearing a decision, Alabama fans wait with bated breath to see if the Crimson Tide will land these talented youngsters. As the week progresses, the Alabama coaching staff is once again immersed in the recruiting frenzy. With offers being extended and official summer visits being scheduled, the process is in full swing. Summer camp is quickly approaching, and Alabama is determined to make sure it's on the minds of every potential future athlete. With a mix of anticipation and excitement in the air, this week promises to be another exciting one in the world of college recruiting. And for Alabama, it's an opportunity to reinforce its position as one of the top destinations for the country's top talent. Now there's more news. The 2024 NFL Draft marked the final chapter of Nick Saban's legend at Alabama, and it couldn't have ended more characteristically for the coach known for his relentless defense. Saban's final draft class featured an impressive crop of defensive talent, as the Crimson Tide sent a wave of players to the NFL. Among the ranks of those selected were familiar names and emerging promises, each ready to make their mark in professional fields. With 3 picks along the defensive line and edge rushers, Alabama once again showed its ability to develop elite talent at that position. Turner, Braswell, and Eboigbe are ready to follow in the footsteps of the greats that preceded them, ready to leave their mark on NFL offensive lines. One name that has resonated since his rise to the national championship stage in 2020 is Christian Barmore. Despite falling to the second round, his presence in the Patriots' defense did not go unnoticed. With impressive stats accumulated throughout his career in New England, Barmore solidified his place as one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Now, with his 4-year, $92 million contract extension under his belt, Barmore is reaping the rewards of his hard work and dedication to the game. His quiet performance on the NFL field not only established him as a force to be reckoned with, but also put him in contention for the title of the league's best defensive tackle. With the retirement of Aaron Donald, a new era begins, and Barmore is ready to take up the mantle and compete for the top job alongside his former teammate, Quinnen Williams. The future of the NFL defense is in good hands, and Alabama has once again proven to be an unmatched talent factory, molding the greats of tomorrow. Amid the winds of change in the world of college football, recent news has shaken Alabama's foundations and brought to light a new narrative for James Brockermeyer, a name that has echoed through the halls of the Crimson Tide's college campus for 3 seasons. A native of Fort Worth, Brockermeyer is about to take a trip back to his roots, leaving behind the Bryant-Denny Field to embrace a new challenge on the fields of TCU. The saga of twin brothers, James and Tommy Brockermeyer, began as a story of commitment to greatness for the Crimson Tide. Both fearless, they were cornerstones of the Fort Worth All Saints 2021 recruiting class before heading to the dirt of Alabama. However, while James now says goodbye to his journey in Tuscaloosa, his brother Tommy had already walked a similar path, albeit for medical reasons. The announcement of James Brockermeyer's transfer to TCU certainly reverberated through the ranks of Crimson Tide fans. His presence on the field, especially in the race for the central position, brought with it an aura of promise and determination. However, fate had an unexpected turn in store, highlighting the ever-changing dynamics of the college football world. Brockermeyer's move also marks another chapter in Alabama's transformational story following the retirement of legendary coach Nick Saban. Since then, the transfer portal has seen a steady stream of players, each leaving their mark on the team's legacy as they move towards new horizons. While Alabama adjusts to the loss of one of its talents, TCU welcomes Brockermeyer with open arms, further strengthening its attacking arsenal. And now let's see what the Alabama team will look like with other talents on the team. And your opinion? Comment.